This is West Ham Unofficial. Come on, you Irons. Have you missed me, Andy?
I missed that intro. Not you. No, I'm joking.
Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. This is a West Ham roundup. Listen, I watched the West Ham games on my cruise, and I thought, there's no way I'm coming back and just breezing over and going straight into an Aston Villa preview. Not a chance in the world. I'm not talking about these two games that have happened in the last week. This is West Ham Unofficial. I'm joined by Mr. Andy Miles of the 300 plus subscriber channel that is West Ham Reunited. Andy, how are you?
Mate, it's unreal. Right, literally this past. Well, obviously, I saw you at the Genk game as well. Obviously, yeah, no, it's mad, mate. It's what a mad 3 weeks to be a Hammer. Obviously, can we make it 5 wins in a row tomorrow? But the most important thing is the team's playing well, and it's just a great buzz to be a West Ham fan.
Definitely. Let's see who's in the chat. Lawrence, I hope you are well. Alabama, I hope you are well, my friends. So four topics and theme jiggies we're going to talk about this afternoon. Before we get into it, please check out our channel sponsors, SRM, Carver and Son. Check them out by using the link in the description down below. Our fantastic channel sponsor here on West Ham Unofficial are SRM, Carver and Son. SRM, Carver and Son provides crushing, screening and aggregate recycling services across southern England. If you'd like to find out more information on SRM, please click the link in the description down below to check out more information on their website. Thank you very much to SRM, Carver and Son for sponsoring West Ham Unofficial, and come on, you Irons. So let's have a little look at our topics we're going to talk about today. Firstly, of course, it had to be, do they get battered everywhere they go? Who get battered everywhere they go, Andy? Who was it?
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go.
Yes, West Ham 1, Spurs 0. Now, a little story. We watched this, Andy, in an English bar on the cruise ship, and no one ever there was about 20 West Ham fans in this bar and about 4 Spurs fans. It was class.
You're kidding?
Yeah, it was class.
Did they bow down to you as you walked in? Because you're obviously YouTube royalty. Did they know who you were? Did you get subscribers?
No, just sat there. We sat there. To be honest, I forgot about the time difference, so we were kind of in there about an hour and a half before kick-off. But don't tell mum and dad about that because we were sat in there an hour and a half before kick-off. But that's what we'll be saying to Villa tomorrow when we sing "Your Ground's Too Big for You," because I'm sure they won't make much of an atmosphere. But anyway, we can get onto that in the preview later on. West Ham 1, Spurs 0. 6 days ago. I'm still buzzing, Andy. I mean, they were okay, we were okay, and we scored a goal.
Mate, to be honest, the place was bouncing. Obviously, obviously you sort of know, but the viewers who don't know, I had a perfect day for me. Jazz and his 2 boys, we went to the West Ham Way event, so I met Julian Dix on that in the morning as well. So I started about 10 a.m. like on the booze. So as you know, I do like a little drink, and so we were drinking there. Obviously meeting Julian as well, him hearing some of the stories, what he done, and then they started talking about the history. Obviously, Dix is famous for his penalty and the goal in the 4-3 and stuff like that, and then that sort of psyched us up. And then as soon as we got to the ground, mate, the place was bouncing.
Yeah.
Our favourite song was being chanted. I've got a few videos. I'll show you them tomorrow because there's some which have inappropriate language, and obviously this is West Ham unofficial show, so I can show you that tomorrow. But no, the place was bouncing. Obviously, you know where I sit. Obviously, right next to the away fans, and yeah, the atmosphere was great, and we were very unlucky. Obviously, we had a few chances, and yeah, the rest is history, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Scott, I hope you all had a great holiday. It was fantastic. West Ham are still massive. And Scott, the picture you put on Instagram, you're incredibly close to where we usually sit in our seat. So you were really close to us, actually. But yeah, Dad asked, what have you got on tap in the bar? He said, Peroni, Estrella. And I looked at him and he didn't need to look twice. And I said, Andy Miles, it's got to be Estrella. So Dad had Estrella.
Where's the picture for me? You should have had. You should have
Oh,
tagged
there is a
me.
picture. I've got one. I've got a picture. I've got a photo. I'm sure I took a picture. Right. It was on Sunday, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
whilst I find this picture, were you surprised of how poor Spurs were in a way, Andy?
Yes, because obviously they made 11 changes from the side what beat Newcastle, and to be honest, they actually looked decent against Newcastle. I'm not going to lie, and I was sort of fearing the worst. But the back
Yeah.
five, well, I call it the back five, including Fab, were absolutely outstanding as well. And the chant as well. It was just even on Zuma every time he cleared the ball, the place was just yeah. And no, it was a great atmosphere. Rice again, 10 out of 10 for me. Another fantastic performance, and of course that man Mikel Antonio. He loves scoring against sixth goal against Spurs now, and he's scored against them.
Exactly. Yeah, he just loves the goal. I bet the Bobby Moore lower was rocking Jakey. I bet it was. Here's the picture. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Obvious fella. Can you see that?
Hey.
And there's another one. Oh, wrong way. And there is that Estrella. There it is.
It tastes so much better on draft, but like even in the bottles, obviously we done the show on Thursday. I had a few of them as well, watching this with Jazz. That was a late one again as well. It's just so not. Yeah, Thursday Mayhem 2.0. Scott was involved. Scott's actually coming on the show next time. He said, actually on camera.
Scott TV is coming on. Next up, I mean, the story for this one, Mum and Dad were out drinking. I said, no, I'm watching this football. So I went back to the room. I stuck soccer special on good old Jeff Dillon, and oh my lord, could Clinton Morrison want Man City to win every single time? They went, let's go to Clinton Morrison at the London Stadium. Oh, City have gone really close again. They're going to score in a minute, Jeff. Going to score in a minute, Jeff. Oh, it was so funny. And then they went to on the 89th minute. I think it's going to penalties, Jeff. It's so funny. But Andy, it seems like, of course, Man City dominated the chances possession, but at the end of the day, after the 90 minutes, it was 0-0.
No, it was an Areola masterclass. To be honest, it was just every team masterclass. To be honest, Johnson again. Obviously, I keep mentioning that man. He was absolutely outstanding. Craig Dawson headed everything what come. Diop, mate. Diop is up there with most improved player. I'm calling it early, like from the jump. What he's made. Obviously, Creswell. Where does he get his energy from playing? Obviously, Souček's like a famous pop star having all this plastic surgery, still managed to play 90 minutes. Noble turned into an American style quarterback, picking the ball up, running from here on here. But the one player is Jake. You're gonna probably hate me for this. I know he missed a sitter. Yarmolenko had another good game.
The one clip I saw of Andrei Yarmolenko in that game was when he missed that sitter, and I thought, there you are, Andrei Yarmolenko. Talk to me.
He actually played. He actually played well. The one thing is though, Jake, like we've had some crap over the last few years at West Ham. Like you'd be like even in your short lifetime, you can think of. But if the players are trying, I can't really slag him off that much. And he's actually trying. He's actually running around looking for the. That's the only. I'm not saying I've turned my. We should offer him a new dip, but what I'm saying is when he's played. Don't get me wrong, he missed that sitter. If he smashed that first time, he's got one with a left foot. He should score, but he put himself about a bit. He's not Mikel Antonio, but yeah, he done well. Vlasic. Again, I know everyone's saying he's not. What have we paid for? But he's not shying away. He wants the ball turning. Yeah, and then I'm gonna give my hat. I've praised him every single week. 60th minute, triple substitution. Fornals, Benrahma, and Bowen.
I saw that. Yeah.
Absolute masterclass, and it worked. It worked.
Oh, it did, yeah. And I thought when that happened, I thought it's risky, but you now know Moyes is going for this, and we managed to hold on. Let's see what else is in the chat. Gary, I hope you didn't have a drop. NWO, not a drop. I got in just on full time. You didn't. You got in about 2:30.
Oh.
Yeah. Exposed. You did. I wouldn't have mentioned it, but you said you got in at full time, which was like we were an hour ahead, which was like what was that? Like 11, 11:15, whatever. And you were not in then. Comment of the day. I was wondering how Dawson was going to head in that penalty. Let's talk about this penalty shootout then. So I watched it back when I got back because I hadn't watched the whole penalty shootout because Soccer Saturday or Soccer Special decided to do a 5-minute ad break.
And they were showing the penalties behind the goal, weren't they?
At times they were as well, but they did mostly do. I like the the above angle. Yeah. I like that. So I believe off the top of my head, it started off with Noble, coolly, calmly, and collectedly.
I love that as well.
He knew he had to score that penalty after what happened a couple of months ago. He knew that, and you could tell there was a bit of relief, and there was absolute passion in his eyes when that penalty went in. Yeah,
no, it was, mate. And like I said, I think that's well and truly behind him now. That man, I forgot about it. And yeah, he was like you said. Did you watch the behind the scenes? Is that what you watched on the club website? Have you seen that yet?
I haven't watched that yet. I watched West Ham put on Twitter the whole penalty shootout in full. But I'm definitely got to watch that.
Yeah. So in the behind the scenes, it shows them as they're walking up for the penalties and stuff like that, and it shows Noble. He was giving it to the crowd. Like I don't know if you saw, but like on the stuff what I put on, I had perfect seats. I was on halfway. Yeah. So I was right on the front row. It was great atmosphere, and yeah, the penalties, and then obviously Foden stepped up. To be honest, mate, it was a good strike of the ball, but I think Areola saves that. He went that way. Areola
had it covered.
Yeah, he had it covered. But all the other penalties, apart from Foden's, were spot on. Cancelo's, and then who stepped up next? Bowen. Yeah, Bowen stepped up next. Bowen.
Stefan should have saved that, really.
But... Yeah, and then Jesus. That took the mick. That did that penalty. and then Big Craig. What a penalty that was!
I mean, let's talk about that because that's the first thing when I got a bit of signal when I got home. The first thing I went on there and watched Craig Dawson's penalty because I knew what would have happened. Because he ran up and absolutely smoked it into the corner. And I've heard a couple of people say in the ground when he stepped up, there was a few. Oh, I'm not sure about this, but he stepped up and did his job taking a penalty. And Julian Dix would have been proud of that.
Yeah, no. So obviously we had Bill on earlier, and Bill actually sits in the end. Obviously, Bobby Moore, where the penalties were taken, and he said it as soon as he stepped up. No way is he side footing this; he's smashing it. And even if Stefan went that way, he weren't saving that. That was right in the corner, world class. And then Grealish, what a penalty that was under the pressure. If only he took it in the Euro. Won't mention that again. And then. Obviously, Creswell.
Oh, Creswell, yeah.
and then Benrahma.
I had no doubt when Creswell stepped up that he'd score that because I think he's got a penalty kind of. I just think he could take a good penalty. When Benrahma stepped up, I thought I was nervous. Obviously, I was really, really nervous, and I thought, please, Benrahma, please.
But I just love that. Like you said, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but you see the behind the scenes and it shows. Yeah. what was done after, and that the fact that he run in the crowd obviously as well after, mate. Literally, like you thought. See what you went to Genk. Genk was a pretty good atmosphere. Tottenham was probably 5 times better than that,
Yeah.
and then Man City was 10 times better than that. Literally, like I'm not just saying it. Like literally, the place was bouncing,
Was
and
it
of
full in
course,
there? Was it like the Europe game or was it full?
I think the attendance was like 58. There wasn't an empty seat.
No.
Man City brought 5,000. So even
Yeah.
if Mike went, Mike wouldn't have been able to sit. But like they moved all of us. So
Oh,
then
you
I
really
had to I had to relocate. Yeah. So Man City had all the top tier as well, like all the way
Oh,
around.
fair
So
play.
yeah. So yeah. No, it was amazing atmosphere, and like everyone, we said I said it on my fan cam with Nicky. I went, we're going to get Tottenham, and obviously I'm spoiling on to the next section, but no, I'm absolutely buzzing, mate. I'm buzzing.
Yeah. Just out of interest, did Man City bring an atmosphere?
Yeah, but we were just too loud, mate.
Mm.
They were singing Ollie at the wheel. I thought that was quite funny. I thought a lot of us started singing that as well. And what I played they started singing Donny Van de Beek for some strange reason. I don't know why they were singing that. And but yeah, they brought a good crowd, mate. They brought a good crowd, and that's what makes a cup tie. And it'll be exactly the same when we do it.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at the chat. Zoom in on Ben Rama's eyes before he took the penalty was brutal. What a week. Certainly, Moyes gave Ben Rama a hug. Chef couldn't believe it. Daniela says, I wonder if Ben Rama knew he had a lot of Algerian support. I think they must have been people he knew. Them three he had a picture with there that he jumped into the crowd with. He must have knew them. But going up all around the stadium, you saw Algerian flags, and what I saw was really, really good. Pigaz says, I also say that Vlasic has been getting better every game. Still needs to settle in, but the win against City was his best game. Would you agree, Andy?
Yeah, 100%. Tell you what though, mate, is he reminds me of Ben Rama as well, because on the turn he's got that half a yard of pace where he can just get away from someone, but he just needs to find his position. If Moyes says this is where you're going to play, I think that's when we'll see the best of him. But I just hope tomorrow, either way, fingers crossed, if we're winning and we're winning comfortably or something, Yarmolenko don't come on, Vlasic comes on, just to get him a feel around the first team, and I think that's and then we'll be all hunky dory.
Certainly. So Scott went from the Bobby Moore lower over to the opposite side for the City game. He says City were very quiet with next to them and they didn't give much. They're not known for their atmospheres, are they? But give Vlasic time. Oh, wrong one. Give Vlasic time. Who's going to Villa tomorrow? Do you know anyone who's going to Villa tomorrow, Andy? Put your hand up if you're going to Villa.
Yeah. I've just messaged Nicky because I'm going up with Nicky and Ryan, and I was like, so what's the plan tomorrow? And Nicky's reply one, up to you. All right.
That's not right.
So yeah, I need to think of my schedule, but I think I'm going to be leaving probably about 10ish, so we'll probably get up there between like 1 and 2 probably.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what time we're going to be leaving, but you've got like an hour and a bit head start on us because we've got to get to London first and then get up to Birmingham. Yeah. So afternoon, on the TV, I did hear them chanting "Come on, City" instead of "City." Villa away will be a cracking atmosphere. And Andy, one thing I'm buzzing for is we're sat in the 5th row.
Right
in front. Yeah, 5th row. A, B, C, D, E. We're in row E, and
I'm in PP.
Oh, you're at the back then.
Yeah, I got mine in the ballot though, didn't I? So I'm getting my points up as well. So I can't really complain. I'm going Wolves away as well, so I'm looking forward to that.
Looking forward to that one as well. Daniela, Vlasic just needs this season to fit into the pace of the English game. Next season is going to be the season for him. Yeah, I completely agree with what you said, Andy. I'd prefer to see, was it at Everton he bought Yarmolenko on over Vlasic? No, I don't want to see that. I want to see Vlasic on. We paid 30 million quid for this player. Get him on the pitch when needed. Right then, so, of course, this morning I was live on West Ham Reunited for the quarter-final of the the Carabao Cup draw, and of course it had to be Spurs in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. You're happy, disappointed, up for it? What are you feeling, Andy?
Oh, you got to play. You got to play teams so far. Like we've beat Man United, we've beat Man City. Why can't we go and beat Tottenham? It'll be very interesting to see because obviously you would expect Chelsea to beat Brentford.
Yeah.
Arsenal, you would say so. It'll be either way. It'll be a good semi-final. If all the favourites win, it could be Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and us. Do you know what I mean? Like so it'll be a good semi-final as well. But it depends. It really does depend. Like injuries, like Kane. I hope Kane plays because he just looks disinterested. I think he's going to leave in January. The one player is what's his name? He's Song. Song's their only danger player. Song's quiet. They're not really at it. Lucas, yeah, you could probably say, but nothing else really.
One player from the game last Sunday was Ndombele and Reguilon, what I thought were the only two that were really coming forwards and being their attacking outlet, and they took them off with 20 minutes to go. I thought, okay. And then they brought on this Brian Gill guy who did nothing, and that was happy days.
Don't you think? I can't remember. He reminds me of another football player who he looks like, but yeah, no, he just, yeah, he's terrible, isn't he? But we've just got to hope Nuno's still in charge when we play him again in December, because if they get Conte,
they won't get Conte.
Well, Conte's ruled himself out of Man United.
I see.
Yeah, they reckon Poch is going Man United.
You better not go Man United. I can't see that. I really, really can't see that.
Well, they're falling out of love with him in PSG. They want him out, I think. So if Man United come calling, they've got to pay compo for him, haven't they? So
yeah, probably. In terms of fans taking, I mean, it's a short trip over if you're in London, and we should get about 6,000. Could you imagine 6,000 inside there?
Yeah. See, do I go or don't I? Like, if I get the chance.
If you get the chance, you've got to go.
I've got to go, but yeah, it's a yeah. I'm looking for. I think it's like you said. You just got to take every. I think what Lee puts it perfectly there. You've got to take one game at a time, and anything can change. Anything can change before then. But in my opinion, this opportunity, I can't see us. We're not going to get relegated unless something dramatic happens. We can write that off. We'll be qualified for Europa League. He's got to go full strength against Spurs. I don't think they will.
Here's the question. We'll obviously talk about this more in the preview in a couple of months' time. But now David Moyes has pretty much took us to the quarterfinals on, you would say, the B second team. Now, does David Moyes now put the second team back on the bench for the Carabao Cup, or
mix and match?
Or do you think as well whether he'll have the option to is to put faith in the people that have got in there and put out a near, injury and suspension dependent, put out a near similar starting lineup as we have done for the Man City and Man United game?
Let's just sort of, when I say strong, so let's just pretend that we're playing them if the draw was next. So you'd have Areola in goal.
Yeah.
You'd have Johnson. I would play Diop and. When I say fully strength, and obviously Creswell, I'll play Rice and Souček in the middle because they just dominate them. You could say maybe rest Ben Rama, so play me Vlasic, Bowen, one of them, and then Antonio. That's what I mean. Joe, like mix it up, but like a stronger 11. You've got to have that instinct in front of goal. But I'd probably say that would probably be if I had to pick.
Yeah, let's jump into the chat. We deserve an easy draw. Of course, Arsenal got the easy draw, but I've seen Arsenal fans we're through to the semi-finals. Then what would be the funniest thing that happens?
Sorry, Jake. Breaking news: Liverpool are 2-0 up, which against Brighton, which you expect.
Yeah.
Manchester City 0, Crystal Palace 1. Wilfried Zaha.
See, we've rattled them, and now Crystal Palace are rattling them as well.
and Southampton are 1-0 up at Watford.
We should do like a soccer Saturday thing. We go we've got Andy going around all the games talking about the games. Could you imagine that?
I'll tell you what. We'll give it a go in a couple of weeks when we're next playing on a Sunday. We'll give it a go. We'll do a soccer. We have to get the I look like you've got to get a microphone like that, and then we've got to go 1 minute, and then we'll go to Chris Kamara. Then we'll go to Jazz. That'd be really good. Do you get people out and then just tap people?
What we should do that. We should start at 2:30, go all the way through until 5 o'clock at the end, and we should do it for Isla or something.
Oh my god, that would be carnage, wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll have to select a game. We'll have to select a game to watch.
Yeah, all have a game to watch, and we'll go in and out, and then we'll have Jeff. That would be class. Do we have a charity? Who wants a charity soccer Saturday special here on West Ham Unofficial? That would be so funny.
Talking of that, your dad just said it. Jeff's leaving at the end of the season.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll finish that right off, won't it?
Yeah, I know. No disrespect, they'll probably get someone like Darren Bent or someone trying to run it. They've already got Tottenham all over that place, haven't they?
Tim Sherwood was on there yesterday, wasn't
he? Yeah, you got Tim Sherwood, and you got Darren Bent, Paul Merson, and some other flipping. Who's it normally? Flipping Dawson, isn't it? Michael Dawson, whatever his name.
Soccer Saturday died as soon as they got rid of Thompson, Nicholas, and
Lettice.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That just completely died. And once Jeff goes, that's that dead, surely.
Yeah, I'd laugh if he goes BT. That would be absolutely hilarious.
We'll sign him up. We'll sign him up at West Ham Unofficial for exclusive on Saturdays. See, then he wouldn't have to go into the studio. Just open up a laptop. He can have his dressing gown on for all I care.
I know. Do it from his Hartlepool home.
Exactly. Let's have a look at the chat. Not worried about the draw at all, and I called it. We'll smash them as long as we can retain our current form. Yeah, definitely. But do you think, Andy, how long can we keep this run coming, or should we not think about it like that?
We've been doing it for the last 18 months, mate.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. The fact that we just really don't fear anyone, do we? And no. That's a great testament to them all. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. Let's jump in here and see. Here's a question. Do you think we've actually, it's a tough game, Spurs, if they get going, but do we actually think we've got quite an easy draw here? Or do you think that's underestimating Spurs?
Well, no, we've not got Liverpool or Chelsea or Leicester. So yeah, we probably have. And talking of big clubs, did you see Gabriel Bonderhorse on TalkSport this week?
I saw somebody put it on Twitter and agree with it, but I haven't seen it. No.
Right, so he went on talking about how well West Ham are doing, and he said West Ham's the second biggest team in London behind Chelsea now.
Oh, I expect that Ryan did. What's his name? Jamie O'Hara the wrong way.
Yeah, I know. And then Jamie goes, "I would take finishing below Norwich to beat West Ham in the final." But sorry, Jamie, we've got you in the quarters. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Jamie O'Hara. Spurs have got Leicester on the 16th, Liverpool on the 19th. We have Arsenal on the 15th and Norwich on the 18th. So with the run up to the game, that's really interesting. Thank you very much, Daniela. So they've got Leicester and Liverpool, two really tough games. We've got Arsenal, who, to be fair, looked really good today, even though I can't stand Arsenal, as Norwich, which they'll probably be relegated by them near enough, not mathematically, but Yep. Do you think then Spurs won't have the option to go full strength?
I don't know, mate. It's like anything can happen. Like us, if we're 2 injuries away from not a disaster, but it could turn out to be. It's a long way to go, and we'll probably can only assess it probably the start of December, really, if we come back and review it then, because there's still a long way to go. Obviously, Spurs still got a few games in what's it called? The crappy Europa League
Conference.
Yeah, they've still got that. So no, I think all games are tough, mate. Even Norwich. Yeah, Norwich. Do you remember when Norwich got relegated the last time? They didn't win hardly anything. They beat Man City.
Exactly.
So you don't know. Yeah, you really don't know. But no, I'm still feeling positive. I'm feeling positive.
Yeah.
In Moyes, as your dad said, in Moyes we trust.
Certainly. And to put it in 3 words, Spurs are poo. There we go. One time at a game, Lasley. Hope you are well. Conte not going. He's not going to Spurs. Not a chance. Hoping it gets played on the 20th of December because it's my birthday. That would be amazing. Yeah, beating Spurs on your birthday. How good would that be?
Yeah.
Let's scroll down. I say Norwich is the game we rest players. Good idea. There you go. Lawrence reckons that's a good idea to do the soccer. See, that would be copyright if we put it soccer special Saturday or whatever they call it. We need to think of something like something.
Call it foosball Saturday.
Have a chat about the game Saturday. Something along the soccer Saturday lines. Football. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody, surely one of the 16 of you watching can think of a good name. Chuck them in the chat. I like Vieira. He's got Crystal Palace organised. I had a feeling one of the top three will falter. Yeah, I like Crystal Palace as well. Conor Gallagher, not only in the game we played him, he's really, really good. He is. In Moyes, we trust. Certainly, there's no reason why this run can't go on and on and on. Spurs will rest against Liverpool and have all eyes on the cup. They'll still lose to West Ham's bench players. It's on the 21st. Spurs have a game on the 19th. Oh, yeah. So they won't be playing on the 20th. Unfortunately, Miss Hammerat. So, they're only going to get a maximum. All of these clubs are only going to get a maximum of 3 days rest or turnover for the games. One little thing of news that came out this week as well, because I thought of another thing we'll talk about. We've got two subjects left to talk about, and it's about the stadium. A big debate. We'll start off. A big debate this season has gone on, Andy, about the Leicester game, the 4-1 game, and you said it was rocking in there on Wednesday night. When you went in there for the first time, quarter-to-8 kickoff in that Leicester game, when you went in there at 7 o'clock or whatever, has your opinion on the London Stadium changed from then to what it has now?
I never really had an issue with it, to be honest. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not Upton Park, but it's a football ground, and we've got to deal with it. Ideally, I'd love us to knock it down and build another one, but we've not got, as Spurs know, we've not got £1 billion to spend on a football stadium. We got it for nothing, but they are making alterations. Like, they squared it off. That looks a lot better. Getting into the ground is not as difficult as what it used to be. Yeah. They dealt with that since the Leicester game. So there's positives about it, and I think there's a lot of old school fans coming back as well now. Mm-hmm. Like, now the team's playing well, you've got. It's not the tourists, so to speak, which we had at one point. So I think that's that. The only disappointment is, but there's not. I wish the club could do better. Is the fact that even like you, Jake, you could sign up and get a client reference number and get a ticket for a game. Like, you shouldn't be able to. Yeah. That's the only thing I will say.
See. The news that has come out this week, and you probably all know about it, it's 2,500 more seats we've got planning permission for inside the London Stadium. Now, one of my big issues with the London Stadium, now it's changed now because we've cut the corners off there because that's a picture before the carpet was put in, is just to, I suppose that's your left, my left, I don't know if that's your left or right, is just everywhere, right on the left-hand side there, you've got everywhere around the stadium, you've got these massive, like, trampoline, I don't know what you call them, like trampoline areas, and I saw them when we went to, I think it was the Crystal Palace game when we were, I think it was in Bobby Moore Upper, and if they're going to put them 2,500 seats anywhere, why don't you just push those up and just fill them with something, not just a black or claret tarpaulin, Andy? Don't you agree?
I don't think they can, mate. I think what we need to do is you need to just wait until the LDBC or whatever it is give the stadium to us, and then we can do whatever we want with it. Like, if I don't know when the next athletics thing's scheduled, but obviously because of COVID, there's not been. They certainly didn't have it in the summer, I don't think. There, so as soon as athletics is not going to be confirmed there, we can obviously do it and then move stuff around. But you'll be surprised. I'm not saying that we'll be able to turn it round, but there's a lot of international breaks, and there's obviously the summer, like 3 months. We can change a lot over like a 3 or 4 year period there, no problem.
Yeah. Just going sort of slightly off topic with what we were talking about earlier, Jeff Stelling, that was announced today, is going to leave Soccer Saturday at the end of the season. And he says it is time to let somebody else have a go at what is the best job in the world. Fair play to him. Fair play to him.
And another thing, what happened when you were away as well was obviously West Ham Fan TV hitting 60k.
Hammers chatting 20k, West Ham Network hit 9k, and of course West Ham Fan TV. I watched their video this morning that they put out. Huge congratulations to them. They filled, it's mind blowing, and they said it as well, they filled that with their subscribers. Absolutely incredible achievement, and it shows how big West Ham is. We filled our own stadium with subscribers with our biggest and best West Ham channel out there. Huge congratulations to them. Irons Sunday around it. But we're going to do it on a Saturday, like Soccer Saturday. Have you thought of anything, Andy?
No. It's hard. It's hard to think. It's hard to think.
We'll brainstorm.
But no, we'll do it. We'll do it when there's a load of Premier League games as well, and we'll make it good. But yeah, Australia 21-4. That's a shame.
Ooh, yeah, we are certainly doing well. If Scott's still in the chat, he'll be happy to hear that if he's not watching it right now. There we go. We've gone through and rounded up West Ham in the last week. We haven't talked about the takeover stuff. We'll leave that to everybody else because they want to. West Ham 1, Spurs 0. West Ham 5, Man City 3, winning on penalties. There is 2,500 more seats to be added to the London Stadium, and we have Spurs yet again in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. And one thing actually left, which I forgot about, is there was a little bit of a injury update from David Moyes in the last day or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up what big David Moyes said. So give me a couple of seconds, and it's positive. It does look quite positive. So here are the 3 players we were talking about, and let's get on with it, Andy. So we've got Vladimir Sufel, firstly, who got some minutes in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday, so he's getting back to the road to recovery. How sharp did he look, Andy, on Wednesday night?
He did, mate. He come on, and do you remember what he sat there in front of Johnson and literally done what him and Frederick's done to Grealish. Grealish and Foden went out to that side. They couldn't get in the game, and they done their job, mate. Very, very impressed. I want to see Krau. That's who I want to see. Hopefully he plays next Thursday.
Let's talk about Alex Krau. He has returned from his self-isolation period, so hopefully, if he can, if his fitness and whatnot is up to standard, we will see him very, very soon. He'll be on the bench, I'm sure, tomorrow at Villa Park, and then next Thursday at Genk away, we might see him appear. And Ryan Fredericks is making progress after having a couple of injuries, so hopefully, next Thursday he might be back in the fold as well. So we are slowly coming back to an injury-less side or squad, Andy, which is always good.
Yeah, now Winston Reid's gone as well. I don't think there really is any injuries, really, is there, at the club? So which is great. And we were saying it earlier on our show. I think it's that medical staff what we got in, that doctor or medical from West Brom. Since then, touch wood. That's what Antonio said this week. He's 2 stone lighter. He's not feeling his hamstring, and he's feeling good in his body. So he's looking after himself. So.
And Burnley are running ragged against Brentford. They're currently 2-0 up after having a goal disallowed, so it could be 3-0, but they are Burnley are 2-0 up. Let's do a quick roundup to get ready for our soccer special in a couple of weeks' time. Let's go through the Premier League results so far, as we are 38 minutes in to the 3 o'clock kickoff games. Andy Miles, are you ready?
Yes.
So we've got Watford 0, Southampton 1, Liverpool 2, Brighton 0, Newcastle 0, Chelsea 0, Man City 0, Crystal Palace 1, and Burnley 3, Brentford 0. Well, he's got another one. Interesting stuff. And of course, in the early kickoff today, we had Leicester 0, Arsenal 2. So that's how things are currently standing in the Premier League. And Andy, do you think we've officially rounded up West Ham in the last week?
I think you've summed it up perfect, mate, to be honest. Like you said, can we make it 5 wins in a row tomorrow? And I think that will top. I think that's Jazz said it, because we've done it consistently over like the 18-month. 2 years really, because you can think about it, since Moyes come in, that when we managed to stay up as well, is that mentality is like we don't lose 2 in a row or anything like that, and we're not conceding. All positive.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look here. Not being but watching the games on TV and radio, the stadium is getting better. It certainly is. Thanks, lads. Be lucky. We are massive. Come on, you irons. London is claret and blue. Thank you very much, Lee. Stadiums get better every season, apart from the hot dogs. Oh, Dad was hungry at half time at one of the games in the London Stadium, and he said, "Right, I'm going to go and grab a hot dog." It's so deceiving. The picture, it looked like a really nice hot dog. You got it, and it was literally a bun, and they just plonked the hot dog in it.
Was the sausage about that big and the bun about that big as well?
Yes, yeah. On the picture, there was lovely onions and dressings and mustard and all of that stuff. And no, there was nothing at all of that. But to be fair, Everton made up for it because their hot dog in the stadium was very nice and £1.50 cheaper. So we were happy with that.
Nice of them.
How nice of them up in the Scousland. 6 overs gone in the cricket, 21 of 14, and the meat content in the pies. Oh, Mike had a pie. Mike had a pie before the Genk game, and there was about 3 bits of chicken in there. Or lack of. Mike said, it's not the best pie I've ever had at football, but it's not the worst. So he was.
Wow.
It was all right. But anyway, we'll leave things there. Thank you very much for watching. I was going to say West Ham Fan TV then. Where'd that come from? Oh, my God. West Ham Unofficial. That's where we are. Thank you very much for watching West Ham Unofficial. And this has been the West Ham Roundup. He is Andy Miles from West Ham Reunited. Go and subscribe over there because they're on the road to what we're saying now, 400 or 500, Andy?
Now we're going to do road to 5. I think I want to achieve 5 by the end of November.
That's what we are targeting over on West Ham Reunited. And we've got 17 people watching. Thank you to the 15 of those who have hit the like button. Let's get up to 20 likes. Thank you to that person who hit the dislike button as well. We always like that feedback. Oh, you just got to laugh, haven't you? You've just got to laugh. Hit that like button, that is for sure. All head over to the day's banter now. We may have some stuff coming tonight from my reactions from the 2 games over the week.
Nice.
Has passed. So you can check out that stuff. Touchwood, there'll be a preview tonight for the Villa game, and then of course you will get the match day vlog because we are going tomorrow. So there will be no match day build-up show and instant match review after the game, but you will get the match day vlog. Hopefully, depending on technical issues, hopefully early Monday morning because I'm back to school next week.
Oh,
no. It's been a lovely 2 weeks off, and hopefully we will have a review for the game Monday afternoon, hopefully. So, Andy, thank you very much for coming on. I'll see you tomorrow.
Welcome, mate. Please. See you tomorrow, mate.
And we'll catch you in the next one. Come on, your irons, and bye-bye.